Hey guys, welcome back, and yeah, I'm your instructor here, Mask here. So in this video, till then we have seen about classes, objects, and methods, right? Of course, attributes. In this video, let's actually we have also seen about the the default classes and default objects that are actually available in Python. In this video, let's create our own class and instantiate the class with objects. So instantiating are nothing but creating objects of the class. I'll tell you, okay, I'll tell you, wait. So yeah, let's define a class. So to define a class in Python, you have to use a keyword called as class. Okay, so use class keyword and give the name of the class now. So that's your wish, you can go with any name. Say let me go with students. Okay, so I'm going to create a class of students. Okay, so let me go with students. And yeah, first of all, let me teach you how to create objects of this class. Okay, until then, let's have it as pass. Okay, so if I say pass, I am defining nothing inside this class. Okay, so I'm not defining anything inside this class. So this class is basically empty now. That's what we mean by pass, right? So I'm just passing the class. Okay, the class is empty, but there is a class called student. It is empty. Okay, but you can instantiate the class. I mean, you can create objects of the class, and you know that you can create n number of objects, right? So yeah, let me say I'm also a student, so let me create my object. So Sujit equals to, so how to create an object in Python, it's very simple. Give some space so that you can understand. So this is called as class definition, and of course we don't have any definition there. So let me say Sujit equals to, you have to Sujit is my object name now. So to create an object of any class in Python, you have to define the object name first. So it's your wish, you can give any name for the object, right? Because it's your class and it's going to be your object, right? So Sujit is an object now, and equals to student. Okay, students. Okay, so that's how you have to create objects. So students is the class name, right? So your object name equals to your class name with round braces. That's actually called as constructor. We'll talk about that later. Fine. So you have your object here named Sujit and equals to the class name round braces, right? So this is what you call as instantiation, or creating objects of the class. Fine. Instantiation, creating objects of the class. Fine. So creating an object of the class is called as, the process is actually called as instantiation. Okay, so an object is also called as the instance of the class. Now that's another important point I want to insist. Okay, an object is also called as instance of the class because you are instantiating the class using that object. Okay, the technical term is instantiation is a technical term, and it means that creating an object of the class. Fine. So you are actually instantiating the class with the help of the object. Fine. So you are creating an object called student. Wait, in a class of students, will there be only one student? It's not like that, right? So you have a lot of students. Let me create one more student, say John, and he also belongs to students. So students, so he is now the John is now another object of the class, say students. Okay, okay, throughout this course, let's stick with this. Okay, let's stick with this class and objects. So we have two objects here. Actually we have only one class here, students, and we have two objects here, student, Sujit and John. Fine. And I can create one more object, say Aravind. Okay, he is also belonging to students. Okay, fine. So now I have only one class, but for that class I have three objects. So you can create n number of objects for a particular class. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you run this code, let me check. Okay, this will not print anything. That's fine. But let me check whether it is getting executed or not. Fine. Okay, I think yeah. For your information, I'm working in Visual Studio ideally. Fine. You know that. Yeah, it works, no problem. So that's Conda, that's an error because of Anaconda terminal which is special inside. And that's not our content, so let's leave that. It works, no problem, and it doesn't print anything because I don't have any printing executions there. I have to do that. Fine, clear. So that's how you can define a class and you can create objects of the class. Fine. So you can define a class like this and you can create objects of the class like this, what is given there. Okay, fine. After that, I'm sorry, yeah, I think that's all for this video. In our next video, we'll talk about the constructors with the same code. Thank you.